except in the instances of rape or incest. What do you think of when you hear that statement? As a pro-lifer, does it challenge you like it once challenged me? Rape has never been an easy topic, though sometimes there are things that need to be said, whether they are easy or not. And I believe that my speech today is one of them. You see, in the 44 years since Roe v. Wade, the pro-choice movement has become very successful in arguing the need for abortion in the instance of rape, through their assertions that women should not have to carry the babies of their rapists, babies that would only ever serve as a reminder, babies that they claim could not possibly be wanted. These claims have become so widely believed that they have led to what we know as the rape exception, in which sometimes even avid pro-lifers say that they believe abortion should be illegal except in the instances of rape or incest. But the information that is often ignored is that in one of the only major studies of pregnant rape victims ever done, it was found that 75 to 85% chose against abortion. Another study done in 2000 found that 78% of women who had abortions after their rapes felt that they had made the wrong choice, and that abortion was not the answer. Not a single one of the women who had their babies regretted it. But yet the voices of women who have actually experienced a pregnancy as the result of rape have been forgotten, drowned out by the ranting of those who claim they understand, but how could they? The fact is that many times women who do have abortions after their rapes do so not for themselves, but because they are pressured by those around them. Rarely do people know how to deal with pain that isn't their own. They do not know how to comfort these women, and oftentimes they just wish the problem would go away. A woman should not feel like she has to abort her baby because people aren't supportive of her. A woman should not feel like she has to abort her baby because everyone around her is telling her that she should want to, that it's the best choice, that she isn't strong enough. You don't know her strength. My Aunt Joanne is among these women. She was 23 years old when her husband left, leaving her with nothing. The night that she was raped, she did not go to the hospital or to the police. Instead, she went home, alone, to an empty apartment. 3 months later, she found out that she was pregnant. Faced with the prospect of becoming a single mother of a child conceived in rape and hundreds of miles away from her family, an abortion would have been so easy for her to attain. And if she did, not many today would blame her. Though for my aunt, like many other women in her situation, abortion was not even a question, let alone the answer. She considered putting the baby up for adoption, but ended up deciding to keep her. A decision she would have not been very likely to make if it weren't for the love and support of her family and church. I'd just like to say to my aunt, and to any other women that have been through this, that you are so brave. You have experienced many women's worst nightmare, and instead of letting this horrific act destroy or define you, you conquered it. You brought a beautiful life into this world, and in doing this, you won. You are not, and have never been, just a victim. You are selfless. You are an inspiration. You are a mother, and your child will only ever be that, your child. When I look at my cousin, I see her mother. I see my 3 other aunts. I see my grandmother and my grandfather. I see my dad. I see Cassie. And there is no room for anything else. It is time to listen to these women and remove this unspoken stigma that women should feel ashamed about their rapes, or that children should feel ashamed about being conceived in rape. The reason that rape is one of the most underreported crimes is because of this guilt and shame society inflicts upon these women. It is time to stop blaming the victims for the crime. We need to be there for these women. Respect them, encourage them, love them. Show them that they are strong enough and that they are so much better than their rapists.